I don't mind explaining what I've learned as long as there's not a lot of silliness. There was a dude who was from the Carousel Club gang in Dallas. He worked for the Dallas Police Department, named Curry. I think it was Jesse Curry, I'm not sure. But to understand the telltale signs of people like Rod Serling and Gene Roddenberry on book publishing arrangements that he made, you have to sort of conceptualize that at least two characters from Star Trek were actively involved in the execution of JFK, which was a metaphor for what they were pulling and have pulled since. George Takei and Melvin Belly, who the latter of whom was Jack Ruby's lawyer, pro bono lawyer, and the former of whom was a star with John Wayne and the Green Berets. You know, John Wayne has a photograph of him and Lee Harvey Oswald. Well, you have to think of Rod Serling's mind in the $2 man in a $5 room. He has a man in a mirror who's macho, and a man in a hotel room, the actual person who is a cringing, easily frightened worm. And the man in the mirror is berating him throughout the episode to man up, become strong. And finally they just switch places and you see the whimpering man in the mirror. Or imagine an episode of Star Trek where you beam down through a field that generates a doppelganger of yourself. We see the Robo or Bizarro JFK in Rockefeller's State Trooper magazine of December 1963, standing next to a look-alike of Earl Warren. It's a doppelganger of JFK next to a doppelganger of Earl Warren. There's a lot of other signifiers in that issue. So what Jesse Curry does is he puts Lee Harvey Oswald and JFK side by side to signify that Lee Harvey Oswald is the creature from the id who truly represents JFK. In other words, JFK was a communist. The communist is suicidal, it killed itself. And this is the metaphysical component of fascist sci-fi that came out of the Red Scare, the body snatcher stuff. And probably Stephen King helped Ronald Reagan put it together. You know, they did a lot of drawing board activity, whoever they were doing this with Hitler Reagan. You know, who's the real Lee Harvey Oswald? Who's the real commie here? It was the debated question. No. JFK had what was called a self-deprecating humor. He would make fun of himself sometimes. And these rodent people from Planet Z would say, that's the real him. He's not he is the enemy within. And so on and so forth. You know, I mean, today they're still doing the same lucky trick of empirical rhetoric, you know, saying things like, or implying, sending the message that you can't stop the devil with international law unless international law is fundamentalist, man. So what they did was they queerballed me as like, and I was just saying, like, would you please be reasonable? And they're like, see, he's soft on communists. He wants to be reasonable. You know, I think what I saw of Yeltsin in China when he was lashing, or when he was making gestures of ridicule of Clinton over Chestnut, suggested a god awful warmongering doofus. You know, I'm not saying he was necessarily a warmonger, but he was blowing smoke about their nuclear weapons. I mean, it's tedious stuff. But on the other side of the coin, you know, I've been framed for things, accused of doing things I didn't, seen ghostwriters for Trump disguise their voice as Abdul the terrorist on KDKA radio. I mean, strange ghosts, you know, in ways that suggest the Trumpy tune had a hand in the democracy. So, you know, Reagan says, as a joke, supposedly, let's have some botulism. And Trump shows up, sure, here's some. You know, I mean, it's creepy stuff. A person who's been tortured in the United States of America, I mean, they brutally tortured me. Brutally. And they painted on my face the effigy of a communist because I said the word diplomacy. No, son. No diplomacy. Diplomacy means you stuck your weenie in the wrong lady. You know, they're weirdos. Jesse Curry was one of these weirdos, and he had a strange aspect to his collection of archives, his souvenirs from the big show.